everybody, thanks for popping in. Today we're going to do a gentle yoga routine instruction using the chair as a prop. So for today's class, I will not be getting on the floor at all. However, I will instruct that if you do want to come down to the mat, you are more than welcome to do so, and I will let you know when those are good parts to do it. So we will at some point be getting up off the chair. So if you do have limited mobility, just do your best, because it is good, even if you do have limited mobility, to do that motion of getting up off the chair. So just have fun, breathe. We say if you just sit here for an hour and breathe, you're doing yoga. So enjoy. All right, with that, we're just going to come to a nice seated position on our chair or on the mat. You're welcome to start on the mat, like I say. You want to be comfortable. Maybe close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. If you're not comfortable doing that, maybe pick a heavy drishti, a spot on the floor you could, or a drishti, a spot on the floor you could heavily focus on. So with that, just begin to sit and relax and just start to let everything dissipate. Just be thankful for coming to your practice today. You want to just relax, get rid of your stresses, let those melt away, and breathe. You want to let go of any anxieties about anything that might be about to happen. Like I say, just be thankful for this time you have on the mat, your self-care. You can't take care of yourself or take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself. So this is so important, especially now. So just breathe and check in. Start to notice. Maybe notice if you have parts that are cranky. Maybe just notice your breath. You don't have to change it, but just notice it. And maybe now would be a good time to pick an intention, something that's important to you. Maybe something you'd like to see in your life, maybe something you need to let go of. Maybe there's something greater than anything we have going on right now, and you want to send your energy to that intention. I always say it's okay to pick more than one. And just start to breathe some energy into that intention. And then know that that intention will be with you throughout the rest of your practice, and you will be sending an energy. And so with that, we're going to place one hand on our belly, and we'll place one hand on the chest. And we'll inhale, feel the belly rise. And then exhale, feel the belly collapse. So again, on the inhale, the belly rises. And on the exhale, the belly collapses. So just take some rounds of this, your own flow, your own breath, your own movement. We'll take a few more breaths. And then from here, we're going to gently lay our hands onto our lap. And we're going to inhale our chest forward. And then exhale, we're going to circle the torso and bring the chest back. And so we're just going to continue this motion, inhaling on the way forward, exhaling on the way back. And again, if you can close your eyes, we're just waking up the torso. Inhaling on the way forward and exhaling on the way back. And then when you're ready, you can reverse your roll. Go the other way. And we'll take a few more. And then we'll meet in center. Okay, and then from here, we're going to draw length through the spine, drawing the crown of the head toward the ceiling, really lengthening through the spine. We're keeping our hands comfortable. And then we're going to inhale, draw the head back, only going as far as comfortable, breathing, maybe jutting out the chin. Then we'll slowly inhale the head back to center. And then we're going to exhale, draw the chin in toward the chest and breathe into the back of the neck. And then slowly inhale back to center. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to move the head and gaze over our right shoulder and breathe. And then inhale back to center. And then we'll exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. And then inhale back to center. And then we're going to exhale, draw the right ear toward the right shoulder. And we'll bring that left shoulder down just a little bit, feeling a nice stretch in the side neck, breathing into that side neck. And then we'll inhale back to center. And then we'll exhale, draw the left ear toward the left shoulder. And again, maybe that right shoulder comes down a little bit and breathe. And then inhale back up. Okay, and then from here, we'll bring our hands to heart center. We'll open up our fingers nice and wide. And we'll slowly inhale our arms up toward the sky. And then exhale our hand to heart center. And we'll inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, release. And then we'll take some more of these, our own flow, our own breath, our own movement. Making sure to inhale as we rise and exhale as we bring our hands back to heart center. Okay, we'll take about 2 more. Okay, meeting at hands to heart center. From here, we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And then we're going to exhale, twist to our right. Maybe both hands can come down. Maybe that left hand comes on that right knee. Just a gentle twist. We're still waking up the spine. Breathing. And then we'll inhale, reach and rise. And then exhale, twist to the left. And breathe. We'll inhale, reach and rise. And we're going to flow this. So we're going to exhale, twist to the right. And then inhale up. And exhale, twist to the left. So take this at your own flow, your own breath, your own movement. And then we'll take one more on either side. And then we'll meet in hands to heart center. Okay, and then from here, we're going to come kind of to the edge of our chair. If you're on your mat, you're going to come to your hands and knees. We're going to have our wrists under our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and you'll do some cat and cows. But I'm going to demonstrate how you can do those on your seat. So from here, we're just going to take our hands and gently place them onto our lap. And we're going to inhale, open up the knees as we tilt the head back and bring the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to exhale, round the back, bringing the chin in toward the chest. And if you're on the chair, you'll bring your knees together. And then inhale, bring the head back, shoulder blades together, and exhale, round. And we'll take some of these, our own flow, our own breath, our own movement. We're continuing to wake up the spine here. And we'll take about 3 more. And then meet back in center. All right, so now if you're on the floor, I invite you to get up off your mat, and those of us on the chair will get up off our chair. So now for this next move, I am going to ask you to manhandle your chair a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing. When you do this maybe a couple times at home, you won't need to do this. So I apologize that I'm making you do that. Hopefully your chair isn't, too crazy of a chair, or maybe you have a second chair, when you do this video from now on, and you can just kind of work it that way. So you're going to flip your chair around. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sideways just so you can see what I'm doing better, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do some half sun salutations. So we're going to take, and we want our ankles underneath our hips. Okay, we want to once again elongate the spine. We're going to check in. We're going to root the 4 corners of the feet. We can do that by picking up our toes. Okay, just when we're nice and rooted in, we'll bring our hands to heart center. Okay, maybe you need to readjust. Okay, and like I said, we're going to do some half sun salutations. So we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And then we're going to exhale, forward fold, hinging at the waist, careful not to round the back. And then you can place your hands on the seat of the chair, or if you like, maybe you couldn't have them on your chin, or your shin rather. Okay, and we're going to exhale, forward fold. And then we'll inhale halfway, flat back. And then we'll exhale, fold. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And then we'll exhale our hands to heart center. Then we'll inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. And then we'll exhale our hands to heart center. Okay, stay here for a moment. I'm going to flip my chair back around. You keep your chairs where they are. Okay, and so again, we're going to root through the feet, and we're going to inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, and we're going to hang out here for a little bit. So we're going to bend our knees and just hang. Just do your best job to like hang like a rag doll. Okay, it feels so good to be upside down like this. Maybe you sway your hands from side to side, painting a rainbow. Okay, if balance is good today, maybe you grab onto either elbow. Maybe you even row an elbow up and look at it. Okay, whatever it is, you just make it your best rag doll. And breathe. Okay, a couple more breaths. And then from here, we're going to exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And we're just going to stay here for a moment and notice how we feel. I don't know why it always feels so good to be upside down like that, but it does. Okay, maybe re-root your feet. Do that by picking up the toes. Okay, and then from here, we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And we're going to take the right hand and grab onto the left wrist. And we're going to inhale to create length. And we're going to exhale, tip to the left. Okay, if you feel that right arm wants to come down a little bit, you just want to kind of pull it back just a little bit and breathe. Then we'll inhale back to center. And then we're going to inhale to create length again. And then we're going to exhale, tip to the right. Again, pulling that arm back just a little bit if you feel it wants to go forward. And we'll inhale back to center. And then exhale our hands to heart. Okay, and then from here, we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And we're going to come into a high prayer. And then we're going to exhale, bend our knees and open up to the right. Okay, gaze can be forward. Maybe you're looking back at that right hand. Breathing. And we'll inhale, reach and rise, high prayer. And then exhale, open up to the other side. Okay, inhale, straighten the legs, high prayer. We'll do one more time on either side. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open to the left. Okay, inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, we'll just stay here for a moment. Okay, now you're going to keep your chairs where they are, but I'm going to flip my chair around again so I can demonstrate. Okay, so we're going to again check in, rooting the feet. We want the ankles underneath the hips. We'll bring our hands to heart center, and we'll inhale, reach and rise. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. And then from here, we're going to bring the right leg back, and we're going to bend that left knee. Maybe readjusting if you need to. We want to make sure that the ankle is underneath the knee. Okay, we want that left knee tracking toward the left pinky toe. Okay, and we can stay here. Or if you like, we're going to inhale, use the core to reach and rise into warrior. Okay? And I'm going to flip around on you. So this is a nice strong warrior. Okay, we want that Left knee tracking toward the pinky toe. We want those shoulders away from the ears. We're breathing, right? Still breathing. It's all good. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to exhale, bringing the hands back to the chair. Or if you're there already and you are hopefully just continuing to breathe because you know your limitations, okay, we can stay here. Or we can inhale that left arm up for a nice stretch. Your gaze can be forward, or maybe you're looking up at that left hand. Breathing. Exhale, release. Okay, and then we're going to come to the ball of the right foot, and we're going to give a little rock and roll, and we're going to bump that right foot to meet the left. And we'll exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, reach and rise. And then exhale, hands to heart. And we'll just stay here for a moment. Okay, then we'll inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And then this time we're going to bring the left leg back. Bending the right knee, maybe readjusting. Like I say, we want to make sure that the heel's underneath the knee. Okay, we can stay here and breathe. Or we can use our core and inhale, reach and rise. Back into that warrior one position. Again, we want that right knee tracking toward the right pinky toe. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Okay, then we're going to exhale, come back to the seat if we're not there already. And this time we're going to take an inhale, the right arm up. Gaze can be forward, or we can be looking up at that right hand, breathing. Feel free to come to the ball of that left foot if you'd like. Okay, exhale the hand back to the seat of the chair. Then we're going to come to the ball of that left foot if you're not there already. Give a little rock and roll. Bump the left foot to meet the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to heart. And just stay here for a moment. Okay. So I'm going to flip my chair back this way. Oh, and then something else I wanted to show you guys that I really like to do. I do this mostly like in my kitchen. I find myself doing a lot, but it really helps. So if you want to, your hands can, sometimes I bring them behind me, or sometimes I have them on my hips, depending. But you're going to inhale, create length. And then you're going to exhale, just kind of roll your torso like we did earlier. But when you feel a spot that maybe needs a little energy sent to it, you can just kind of stay on that spot and breathe. Okay, and then keep going and just roll. And then maybe you find another spot that needs some energy. And you just breathe. Okay, and just keep going. Maybe you don't have any spots that need energy, but I always seem to have spots. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can reverse and just go the other way. Okay, back to center. All right, so now I'm not sure where your chair is at this point, but we're gonna bring the chairs back around. And then if I could have everybody on their chairs, even if you're getting down on the mat to practice. And we're gonna come to the edge of our seat and just kind of check in. Again, we want to draw length through the spine, drawing the crown of the head toward the ceiling. We'll bring our hands to heart center. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And we're going to come into a high prayer. And then we're going to exhale. We can either bring our arms down to our side, but if you like to keep going and you want to melt your chest into the thighs and bring those arms back, kind of like airplane arms. And then inhale, coming back into high prayer. Maybe your gaze follows your hands. And then exhale, release, melting your chest toward your thighs. And then we're just going to take this at our own flow. Inhaling as we go up. And we'll take about 2 more breaths. And meet at hands to heart center. Okay, and then from here we're going to do another twist. Twists are great. They help get rid of all the toxins, so I really enjoy doing those. So we're going to inhale, reach, and rise, and maybe you need a block. If you don't have a block, you just kind of, I don't know, maybe use a thick book or something. Something that's durable. And then if you don't want to use the block or bring your hands to the mat, feel free. We'll place them on the outside of the shin, okay? So we're going to inhale, reach, and rise. And then exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Careful not to round the back. And we're either going to take that right hand and place it on the floor or on the block or on our shin, depending on your mobility. And then we're going to inhale the left arm up, right? Because everybody's different. We're all built different. Maybe your gaze is forward. Maybe you're looking up at that left hand. You're breathing. That's what's important. Okay, then we're going to exhale, release. Then we're going to inhale the other arm up. Sorry, distracting. And then we'll exhale, release. And then from here, we're going to roll back up to a seated position. Okay, we're going to walk our feet about 3 feet apart. And again, you have your block handy, or maybe not, but it's okay either way. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips, and you're going to inhale, create length, and exhale, forward fold, okay? You can either keep your hands on your hips as you fold, careful not to round the back, or you can place your hands on your mat, or you can place them on the block and breathe. Okay, and then we're going to slowly roll back up to center. Okay, and then you'll heel toe your feet together. Maybe kick a block or two. Okay, and then from here we're going to inhale, reach, and rise. We're going to come into like nice strong angel arms. We want our fingers spread nice and wide. Again, we're kind of at the edge of our seat. Okay, and then we're going to exhale, drop to the right. Maybe your gaze follows your hand. And then we're going to inhale up. And then exhale, drop. And we're just going to continue to take these at our own flow, our own breath, our own movement. Inhaling on the way up and exhaling on the way down. And then when you're ready, you can reverse. Exhaling on the way down. Inhaling on the way up. Okay, we'll take one more. And then we'll meet at hands to heart center. Okay, then from here, we're going to inhale our right knee up. And we're going to exhale, extend that foot forward. And we're going to point and flex. Breathing still, right? Sometimes we do these, what we think are simple moves, and we stop breathing. Okay, and then we're going to roll the foot one way. Okay, and then we'll roll it the other way. Roll the ankle and the foot, I guess. Okay, and then we'll inhale the knee up and exhale, release. Okay, then we're going to inhale the left knee up. Exhale, extend, point, flex. So you might hear a cracky, cracky. We're going to circle one way. Oops, keep circling. And then we're going to circle the other way. Okay, and then inhale the knee up and exhale, release. All right, I'm going to bring my fingertips. We're going to bring our fingertips to our shoulders. Okay, and then from here, we're going to just start to make little circles. Just circling, just getting those shoulders warmed up, right? Okay, and then as we feel they're warming up, we're just going to go a little bit more. Circling a little bit bigger. Breathing, right? We're still breathing. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can reverse. Okay, a couple more. Okay, and then from here, we're keeping our fingers at our shoulders, and we're going to exhale, bring our elbows toward one another. And then we're going to inhale our palms toward the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale, fingertips toward the shoulders again. And then we'll inhale, open. And then exhale, bring together. And then inhale, palms up. Exhale, fingertips to shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. And then we're just going to release. And just kind of give everything a little shake. Shake it all out. Okay. And then, this next one is good. Well, you can do a lot of these anywhere. That's one of the beauties of chair yoga. Chair is a prop. A lot of the most, it is what you put into it. So, just give it your best. Anyway, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to do a stop sign. Okay, so here we are doing our stop sign stop. And we're going to take the other hand and we're just going to gently pull those fingers toward us. Okay, we don't want to torque them. We're just doing gentle and we're breathing, right? Just feeling that nice stretch. Okay, then we're going to exhale, bring those fingers toward the ground. And again, we're just gently pulling the fingers toward us. Just really gentle, and we're breathing. I know I say that, but it's amazing how many times you can stop breathing when you're doing yoga. Okay, and then we're going to take our hand and we're going to flip it toward the front of the room. And again, we're still just pulling on their fingers just slightly. Maybe some of you are breaking out in a sweat. For some reason, this one makes me break out in a sweat every time. Okay, breathing. And then we're going to exhale, release the arms, okay? And just kind of give a little shake. Notice the difference, right? There's a huge difference. All right, then we're going to take the left hand, make a stop sign, pull those fingers back, breathe. Okay, then we're going to exhale the fingers toward the ground, again breathing. Okay, flip the hand. Okay, and release, and then give everything a shake. Awesome. Okay, then from here, we're on the edge of our seat once again a little bit. We're going to inhale the right knee toward the chest, maybe flexing that foot. Okay, drawing that knee toward us. We want to make sure our shoulders are away from the ears. Breathing. Okay, and then we're going to exhale, release. Then we're going to inhale the left knee up. Again, maybe flexing that foot, drawing that knee toward our chest. Releasing the shoulders away from our ears. Exhale, release. Okay, then we're going to flow that a little bit. So we'll inhale the right knee up, exhale, release. Inhale the left knee up, and we'll just take this at our own flow for a few. Okay, we'll do one more on either side. Okay. So we'll bring our hands to heart center. And I think this is a great spot for another twist. So we're going to inhale, reach and rise. And then we're going to exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Careful not to round the back, melting the chest toward the thighs. And again, we can keep our hands on our shins or on the mat or on a block even. And then we'll inhale the right arm up. Gaze can be forward or we're looking up at that right hand, breathing. Exhale, release. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, release. And we're going to inhale, roll back up. Okay, so now we're going to get off our seats again. Like I say, the mobility getting on and off the seat is a good thing, but we're not going to really manhandle our chairs too much, maybe. So we're going to get behind our chair this time. So I think that should work out good for you guys. Okay, maybe you want to bring the chair up a little bit if you have a mat and you want to stay on it, or maybe there's a wall close to you. Be mindful of what's around you. And we're behind the chair now. So again, we're checking in. We want our ankles underneath our hips. We want our shoulders relaxed, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Okay, and then we're going to bring our arms to our sides. We want that belly toward the spine. We want our fingers nice and wide, facing the front of the room, breathing, a nice strong mountain pose. So we need these strong mountain poses, right? Okay, then we're going to inhale, reach and rise, come back into a high prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, then from here, we're going to grab onto the back of our chair. Okay, maybe readjusting once again. And we're going to inhale the right knee up. Okay, and then we're going to exhale, kick that leg back. And we're going to draw our chest toward our chair. I'm just going to move up a little bit. Chest toward the chair, okay? And we want to just balance here and breathe, right? So we're balancing, we're working all kinds of crazy muscles. It's fun, okay? If your balance is good today, you can take the left hand and extend it. You want that palm nice and wide open, facing the side wall. Again, we're still breathing, right? Yeah. Okay, exhale the hand back to the seat of the chair. Leg down, maybe give everything a shake. Oh, and another thing I like to do when I get behind the chair is just kind of rock the feet back and forth, right? Our feet do so much for us. We don't really give them enough attention. You just do that, coming up on your toes and then back onto your ankles, maybe bringing the heels of the feet, maybe bringing the ankles up. Okay, a couple more. Okay, and then coming back into our standing position. And this time we're going to do the other side. So we're going to inhale the left knee up. Yeah. Exhale, kick the leg back, drawing the chest toward the back of the chair. Breathing. If balance is good, maybe you extend your right arm, palm facing the side wall. Okay, exhale the hand back to the chair, release the leg. Give everything a shake. Okay, so for our next move, I'm going to manhandle the chair and turn it sideways. You can keep yours where it is. Okay, and so we're going to bring the right leg back. Okay, and we're going to bend that left knee. And again, we want that left knee tracking toward the pinky toe. So maybe you're readjusting, doing what you need to do to get that ankle underneath the knee. Okay, we want to do our best to keep our hips square to the chair. Okay, and then we're going to inhale, reach and rise, and come into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior, or superwoman or superman pose, right? This pose is great. It actually releases those chemicals, those happy chemicals in the brain. So actually, we should just be doing this pose all day, every day. And breathing, right shoulders away from the ears and breathing. Then we're going to exhale, draw our arms back, and we're going to do like we're squeezing a beach ball, okay? And just give that beach ball some squeezes. That's going to help with this little bone back here that wants to do some crazy things as we get older, right? So we're squeezing the beach ball, we're breathing. Okay, a few more. Okay, then we're going to inhale back to warrior 1. Okay, and then we're going to exhale our hands to heart center. And we're going to open up wide to the right. And then our gaze is going to come over that left hand, maybe checking in. I always need to recheck. Okay, fingers spread nice and wide. Nice strong warrior 2. Okay, then we'll bring that right hand to the right leg and inhale the left arm up. If you want to go a little bit further, make sure you inhale to create some length before exhaling back. Okay, then we're going to inhale back to warrior 2. And then we're going to windmill our arms back to the chair. We're going to come to the ball of that right foot. We're going to give a little rock and roll. Bump that right foot to meet the left. Give everything a little shake. Okay, then from here we'll bring the left leg back, bending the right knee tracking toward the right pinky toe, squaring the hips as best we can. Okay, and then we'll inhale, reach and rise, Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Shoulders away from the ears, right? Bring the hands to heart center. We'll open up wide to the left. Gaze comes over the right hand. Breathing. But I think I switched that up on you guys. You gotta pay attention to me or don't pay attention to me because crazy things come out of my mouth. Left, right, left. The important thing is you know what you're doing and that you're switching sides, right? You don't want to do the same side twice. Well, you can, but you might feel a little uneven. Okay, then we're going to windmill the arms back to the back of the chair. Come to the ball of the left foot. Give a little rock and roll. Bump that foot up. Exhale. Kind of give everything a little shake. Right? Ooh, can't forget the balance. Okay, so we're going to come to the side of, you can do whatever side of the chair you want. Okay, and then the leg that's closest to the chair, you're going to engage that leg. Okay, we're going to do tribute to the trees, right? Because they do so much, and it's been crazy windy. So yeah, we're going to pay tribute to them, right? Or is it homage? I don't know, whatever. So we're going to engage that leg that's closest to the chair. I like to draw the belly toward the spine, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Maybe the hand comes on the hip, okay? Coming to the ball of the foot that's not closest to the chair. Okay, maybe picking a drishti, a spot on the floor, or a spot ahead that isn't moving. Whatever works for you. I was taught on the floor. So if I look ahead, I'm going to automatically fall over. Okay, so we can keep here is perfectly awesome balance. Or maybe we turn that knee out to the side. And again, perfectly awesome balance. Or maybe you want to bring that foot to the inside of the shin or the thigh, just not the knee. Okay, again, I'm focusing on my drishti. I'm trying to. Maybe you grow a branch. Maybe you grow another branch. Whoa. Okay, and balance is awesome because it changes from day to day, from moment to moment, right? So when we, Inhale the knee back to center. Exhale, release. Apparently I can't do two things at once. Okay, so we're going to sashay to the other side of the chair. So what we're doing is we're training the brain to remember that when we fall out, that we're getting back into a pose. So that's what's important to remember about balance. So don't beat yourself up, right? Okay, so we're going to take the other leg that's closest to the chair. We're going to root that foot, engage the leg, belly toward the spine. Maybe the other hand comes on the hip, coming to the ball of the other foot. Staying here, crown of the head toward the ceiling, or we can take that knee and bring it to the side. Okay, maybe the foot comes to the inside of the shin or the thigh, just not the knee. Breathing, balancing, maybe you grow a branch. Maybe you grow another branch. I don't know if I want to grow another branch today. And breathe, right? Breathing, maybe throw a smile in there. It's just balance. Okay. Inhale the knee back to center. Exhale, release. And just kind of walk it off. Okay, so now you can either get back to the chair, which is what I'm going to do, or feel free to come to the mat. And we're going to, we're going to have a seat. So if you're on the mat, actually just bring your legs long. Okay, and we're going to do that as well on the chair. Maybe your block is handy. Okay, and we want to draw the crown of the head toward the ceiling is very important always. Oh, I almost forgot my favorite pose. We're going to roll the shoulders back and take the hands, and we're going to either put them on our side or grab onto the chair. Okay, we're going to tilt the head back. And we're just going to worship the sun, right? We need that. Yeah, we haven't seen the sun in a few days. Sun makes everything better. So you watch. We're going to do the sun worship, and the sun will come out. Except if it's nighttime. It'll come out for you tomorrow, I promise. Okay, we're going to inhale, release. Okay, we'll bring our hands to heart center. Once again, everything is engaged. We're going to inhale, reach, and rise. And then we're going to exhale, fold forward at the hips. Placing the hands wherever we can. Whenever we feel that back want to start rounding, that's when you want to place your hands. Can breathe. Paschimottanasana, right? Maybe, I don't know, my Sanskrit needs some work. Maybe I'll do that with this time. Work on my Sanskrit. And breathe. Okay, and then we'll slowly inhale back up to center. Okay, then if you're on the mat, we're going to do Marichyasana. If you're on the chair, I invite you to use a block, but you don't have to. So you can just simply, actually I'll do it this way, bring your right knee up, or you can take your right knee up and then place your foot on the block. Okay, and the poses, they're, pretty much the same if you're in the chair or you're on the mat. So another many beauty of yoga. Okay, and so we're going to take the right hand behind us. We want our fingers to face behind us. And we're going to take the left hand. We're going to inhale up. And exhale, we're going to twist to right. And breathe, right? Still breathing. Maybe you inhale to gain a little length. And exhale, twist a little deeper. And this twist should be much deeper, or feel much deeper than the ones we did in the beginning, right? Okay, then we'll inhale back to center. Okay, and then we're going to switch our legs. Okay. We'll bring the left hand behind us this time. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale, twist to the left. And again, maybe you inhale, create length. Exhale, twist deeper. And you can do that as many times as you want. Okay, and then inhale back to center. Okay, good. If you have a block, you can toss it to the side. Okay, if you're on the mat, you want to slowly come down to your back, okay? And for those of us in the chair, we're just going to kind of make sure we're at the edge of the chair. And if you're on the mat, you're going to bring your knees towards your chest and give yourself a hug. And we're going to give ourselves a hug by inhaling, reaching, rising. And then exhaling, folding forward. Just kind of bringing it in, relaxing the head, giving a nice hug. Okay, then we're going to slowly inhale back up. Or if you're on the ground, you'll just bring your legs straight. Okay, and then we're going to do another twist. So if you're on the mat, bring your arms out to a T. And actually, your knees should be toward your chest. Sorry about that. And then you're going to float your knees to the right. Okay? And if it's available and it feels good, you'll inhale your head up and you'll gaze over the left. And those of us on the chair, we're just going to simply walk to a side of the chair. We're going to bring our hands to the back of the chair. We're going to inhale, create length. And then exhale, twist toward the back of the chair and breathe. Just a nice final twist before we prepare for Shavasana. Okay, and then we'll inhale, release. If you're on the mat, inhale the knees back to center. Exhale, drop them to the left. If you're on the chair, you just simply keep walking. Walk to the other side of the chair. Grab the back of the chair. Inhale, create length. Exhale, twist and breathe. Couple more breaths. Okay, then either inhale, walk back to center, or inhale the knees back to center. Okay, we're going to prepare for our final and most important pose, Shavasana. So if you're on the mat, just bring your feet out toward the corners of the mat. Maybe your hands are up to receive, or maybe you like them on the belly. If you're in the chair, you want to get as relaxed as you can. So maybe coming back to the seat of your chair. Okay, if you like, you can put a block or a bolster or anything underneath your feet to make it more comfortable for you. And then place your hands wherever's comfortable. And we're just going to continue to relax. Okay, we're going to relax the toes further. We'll relax the feet and the ankles. Further relax your shins, your knees, your thighs. Further relax your pelvic area, your core, your chest and your shoulders. Then relax your biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms. Further relax the fingers, the hands, the wrists. Then come back up and relax the throat. Relax the jaw where we hold so much of our tension. Further relax the tongue, the nose, the cheekbones, the temples, the eyeballs, the eyebrows, the forehead. And finally the top of the head as we rest well in Shavasana. Okay. You can start to bring your attention to the room. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll your wrists and your ankles. Maybe bring your legs together and your arms up overhead for a nice stretch. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees to your chest or forward fold and give yourself a nice hug. And if you're on the chair, you can slowly inhale back to center. If you're on the mat, you can, whenever you're ready, bring your knees to your favorite side, drop to your favorite side. And again, only when you're ready, slowly come back up to a seated position. And then when we get to our seated position, we're going to bring our hands to heart center. And just take a moment to send all this amazing energy you just created to your intention. Again, thanking yourselves for coming to your practice today. The light inside of me bows, honors, and reflects the beautiful light inside of you. Namaste. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been good. Whew, I know I feel much better. I hope you guys do too. Be sure to, when you have a chance, but do it. Go to our website, Entouch LLC. We got other great things that we offer here. Also, our YouTube channel now, right? Like us, subscribe. It's all good fun. And